That's the song that she plays before she comes out on stage.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm slightly obsessed because I'm going to see her in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fun.
but we are live.
Oh,
I look way too hella extra for this tribal.
Speaking of extra, welcome everybody to Spellbound Survivor Land of Oz, the fifth tribal council of the season. Um, first question. Last tribal, we opened up with giraffes. We're gonna open up with giraffes again. Let's keep this a trend. Let's keep this going, right? So giraffes, you received quite a few votes last tribal. What's your thoughts now that you're still here?
I will definitely say it was a little bit of a shocker. Because I wasn't even expecting it. But I'm definitely very happy to still be here. I just can't. I'm still kind of reeling from it all too, because it was like such a out of left field. Because I didn't even hear that my name was being thrown around, let alone being an actual contender to be the one getting the votes. So it's something that happened. It's something that I have plans to move forward with and from. And hopefully it's not a precursor of things to come once the merge happens.
Okay, my next question goes to V. I mean, this is some crazy twist. You went from just having to readjust to now swapping with this new tribe to then having to talk to everybody. It's like you really had no downtime to just settle in and just talk to people. So what was the immediate aftermath after that crazy tribal last round?
So I went MIA for the past 24 hours. So I don't actually know what the aftermath is, besides me yelling at the decision to get rid of Rachel. Poor decision, in my opinion, but whatever. Can't change the past.
I bet. And so Jeremy, I mean, you weren't I don't remember you being swapped onto this tribe. How's the new digs? How's the new tribe looking for you?
I don't know. I kind of like it here. I don't know. Can I even be heard right now?
A little bit, yeah. No, you're heard.
Okay.
Perfect.
Um, yeah, I like it here. We'll leave it at that. I've been driving
Classic Jeremy. Classic Jeremy with his tribal answers. All right, so Shelly, like I mentioned earlier, there's been very little downtime. You guys have had to vote off people in the last. Well, for you specifically, it's been back to back to back to back tribal councils. So, how exhausting is it to keep coming back here?
Yeah, let's stop. That's it. Full stop. Let's not.
But okay, so
Does that answer your question?
sure. Why not at this point?
I'm
Right?
taking a page out of Jeremy's book. Short, sweet, simple. Well, yeah, we're done being here. I hope.
Yeah, I hope. Okay, so Rafi, our next question goes to you. Well, hopefully you guys don't end up here again. And in order to not be here again, it would
mhm.
require to win a challenge, right? Right. So now let's talk about the challenge real quick. It came down not even a score, it came down to time. Like
Hmm.
it was a pretty it was obviously was competitive because you guys both tied. You guys
Uh-huh.
got this the exact same. So what's your thoughts on challenge performance? Tell me.
I mean, I think we did the best that we could. It's unfortunate. I was thinking to myself while the challenge was being announced, and when Tawny sent the message that was like, "Oh, both tribes got like the same error with capitalization." I'm like, "Well, we can't even argue like that like ours shouldn't count because that means it would tie no matter what." It felt like, at least in my perspective, because there's no reason you shouldn't get all 36 plus or minus one, I guess. And so to me, it was always going to tie. It was always going to come down to time. And honestly, that was just like a complete, honestly, like crapshoot. So I don't really see this as a knock against us as a tribe in terms of challenge performance, because at least one of us has won something, aka Ryan last round. We're not all losers here.
Well, then talking about performance, Scott, that's definitely a factor, when you consistently end up attending tribal council, there's a part of you that wants to keep the tribe strong. It's this mentality that, especially the new era, has been trying to push as far as agendas are concerned. So, does challenge performance play at all a factor into this vote?
I mean, I guess I guess it could, but like we all really like were I really think we all tried our hardest with this challenge, and I think we all really thought we were gonna win. So I mean, regardless of if we win or if we lost, we all tried really hard, and I think that's just I mean, that's just what it is. We all tried our hardest. We didn't want to be here, but we are.
All right then. Here's the fun part, right? Because I have prepared questions and whatnot and predetermined orders here, but I'm also gonna take a page out of Jeremy. Short, sweet, and simple to the point. That's it. That's it for the formal questionnaire of tribal council. Now this is the segue into the hand raising portion of this. Raise your hand if you think your vote is correct. If you think you're voting the person that is going home tonight, raise your hand. Yeah, switching it up. It's not just, oh, do you think you're safe? No, I'm just asking you if you think you're right. Clearly, a lot of people weren't like last round, but neither here nor there. All right. Raise your hand if you think you're going to catch a couple votes tonight, but you'll still somehow survive. No. Y'all are just gaming these questions. Last question. Raise your hand if you think you're going home. It's done. It's over. It's me. This ends my time here in Spellbound Survivor. So no hands raised at all. So by your guys' logic, no one's voting correctly. No one's receiving votes. And no one's going home.
Was I the only one paying attention at last tribal council? If anybody thinks they're super confident about anything, even with a straightforward vote, they're like last tribal council speaks for itself. Like, and I'm not saying that as some kind of like, ooh, premonition. I'm just saying like this is a game where if you're 100% confident, you're doing something wrong.
Absolutely. There's a level of balancing that confidence. So it's not cockiness. You're not arrogant about your position, but there's also a level of you wanting to be confident and come off as confident to your allies and the people you want to work with, that you know what you're doing. You're being accurate and you're correct and confident in the information and moving forward with the move that makes not only most sense for you, but makes most sense for your closest confidant. So ultimately, maybe that's the theme here. We have thrown many a twist your way with the early swap and this tornado that ultimately resulted in an outcome that I think most people did not anticipate. But let's see who is correct, because someone has to be right. Hopefully, I would hope. So that concludes tribal council for you. Please submit your votes, change your vote if you'd like to change your vote, confirm your vote if you've already casted your vote prior to tribal council, and just to alarm us, hey, yes, this is the person who I'm going to be voting for. I'm going to come off camera. I'm going to tally up the votes, and I'll be back for the vote review.
Shout out to my dogs at the crib.
Shout out to the sky. She's really pretty. Shout out to the harvest moon, full moon I saw yesterday. That was pretty sick looking. I wish.
It's a super moon.
Oh, it was a super moon.
Honestly, a full moon explains a lot right now.
It was very pretty. It was very pretty. The sky was gorgeous.
It's tonight too.
Customers been acting whack.
Mommy hot, not bitty, baby, deal. I can't with the quiet. Shout out to last night's Survivor episode. If you haven't watched it, you should.
All right. I have the votes. Once you read the votes, the person just has a few moments to gather his, her, or their belongings and get the hell off my island. But first, if anybody has an idol or an advantage that they would like to play, now is the time to do so. All right. The window has been closed. Let's get right into it. First vote. Jeremy. V. Ryan. That's one vote Jeremy, one vote V, one vote Ryan. Jeremy. That's two votes Jeremy, one vote V, one vote Ryan. Ryan. That's two votes Jeremy, two votes Ryan, one vote V. V. We're at a tie. Two votes Jeremy, two votes Ryan, two votes V, one vote left. The fifth person. Vote off of Spellbound Survivor, Land of Oz. Ryan. Ryan, that is three, and tonight that is enough. Unfortunately, he was not able to attend this tribal council. Ryan, when you do get the opportunity to see this postseason, just know it's been an absolute pleasure meeting and hosting you. As most of you, I'm not familiar with a majority of you, so you may get a similar spiel, but unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. Best of luck to you in all your future endeavors. I hope everything you want in life